Let's talk a little bit about the Democrats, because they also have some interesting challenges. I mean, yes, Hillary won 7 of 11, but she won all the southern states. But she lost Minnesota. Minnesota is a bit of a
lot of black
bellwether.
voters voted for Hillary.
In the South,
didn't they?
she got 86 to 90 something percent of the African American vote. So she did very, very well in the traditional areas. But that said, we're now moving into states which do have large African American voting populations, but they're mostly Midwestern industrial states. So when you start talking about Michigan and Ohio, for example, those are states where Bernie Sanders' message of, the middle class has been destroyed by the corporate class, that resonates very, very strongly. So it's not a coincidence that Barack Obama 8 years ago went on an 11-0 run after losing most of the states on Super Tuesday. Now, is Bernie Sanders going to be able to do what Barack Obama did?
No.
I don't think
Never
so.
in a million
I don't
years.
think so. But it does make her path much more interesting. I think by the time we get to the 15th, and we've had Michigan, and we've had Ohio, and we've had Florida, we'll have a much better idea of how strong a candidate Bernie Sanders is. He's, unlike Barack Obama, Bernie's a bit more of a one-issue, one-trick pony. And when you press him on how he would go about doing the things that he wants to do with this current Congress, he gets a
Doesn't know where he is.
Well, yeah.
But Barack Obama is just a fantastic campaigner. I mean, he
so's
instilled
Bernie.
this optimism in.
So's Bernie. I mean, Bernie's getting thousands of people at his rallies.
As you say, Barack Obama was not this one-trick pony issue of Bernie Sanders. I mean, my feeling is that he's in a completely different league.
Well, they're both brilliant orators, and they both had the ability to inspire people to vote. The problem that I see with Bernie is that he appeals to young voters.
How many did he get on Tuesday? Was it
he won?
four?
Yeah, he won Minnesota. He was supposed to win Massachusetts. He didn't.
Didn't quite get there with
No,
Massachusetts,
he won
did he?
Vermont, which was his home state, and he won 2 others. I can't remember where they are now. But
So 4 in all.
4 in all, yeah. Yeah, it'll come to me during the course of our discussions here. If we try to keep all these states, 22 states, trying to keep them all straight.
Yeah, exactly.
But they were traditional blue liberal states, and you're moving into more traditional blue liberal states for the next several weeks. So it'll be interesting to see what his staying power is. Bernie supporters always pick on the media, and they say that the media doesn't give him a chance. Well,
we always get it in the neck. We just say it as it is.
Well,
you always have a go.
But
Don't shoot the messenger.
Well, it's easy to do. But the problem, and I do agree with a lot of what Bernie supporters have said, is that the coverage has been patently unfair to him. He has not, he's never been given credit for the crowds that he gets and for how hard he's fought.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, there are so many parallels with the 80s in the UK and Labour, because they were having a go at the Murdoch press, They weren't covering the huge crowds of Michael Foot and all the rest of it, and so they had to go at the press for that. And there's a kernel of truth in these things. They are very right-wing, Daily Mail, Daily Telegraph, and all the rest of it. Yeah. But, you don't pick a fight with the media unless you're very sure of your ground, right?
Never pick a fight with somebody who buys ink by the barrel. That's what my congressman friend once told me years ago, and good advice.
That's a good piece
Very
of advice
good advice.
there.